I'm Dennis Wirth of the Comedy Kitchen, and you've just entered the oven. Welcome, and we are back after a little bit of a hiatus here at the Comedy Kitchen. I have my special guest, Luis Vazquez. Thank you for being on, man.
Thank you for having me, Dan.
How you doing today? You psyched to cook something up here, or anytime you get to eat, man, that's a happy day, isn't it? You know, I love it. Okay, we have our new induction burner. I want to thank the Leominster Fire Department for being fans of the show that we were illegally using a burner of some, but we're legal. Legal now, and that counts. All right, man. So, hey, today we're going to make a couple of beef burritos. You ready for some beef burritos?
Absolutely.
That's some good eating, right?
Damn right it is.
Yeah, well, hey, you know, you get the beef burrito. Before we get started out, it is the Comedy Kitchen. We do the cook thing, comedy thing, as you know. Tell the folks, how'd you get started out in comedy?
Well, I took a comedy class at Quincy with our old pal Jerry Caruso.
Jerry, great guy.
You know, check in the mail, Jerry. I'm putting a plug in for you. Just want to know. And I just got hooked from there. You know, I started doing open mics and a couple of showcases, some with you. Yeah. And you know, it's been fun. It's been a fun ride so far.
So what was your favorite part of taking Jerry's class? If you look back, what was the best part of the whole thing going on?
Well, just meeting other people and knowing that is available. You know, it's not like you just show up at an open mic and just start
well,
rambling
that was one of my
away,
hang-ups.
you know?
I never knew how to get started,
right.
you know, and then
that was
I got the pamphlet in the mail. I'm like, really? Introduction to stand-up comedy?
Yeah.
I mean, you don't put in a job application for comedy. It's like, how do you get going? It's
Absolutely. That's exactly
great course he gives, you know, and Jerry can give us $20 each for plugging his class now if you want to go Mount Waukegan Community College, Quincy. But no, it is a great class.
Yeah.
He does a great job, and I'll give Jerry, even after you graduate, he still helps you out, get in shows, and really, you know, brings you along in the comedy world. So.
That's actually how I met you. So at my graduation class.
I was at your graduation. I had taken the class years before you,
Yeah.
and they brought me back as a guest comic that night. And
it's pretty fun.
We've been going ever since.
That's
Scoreboards right here in Leominster. We do showcases. Come see this guy, some other young comics, got a few veteran comics.
That's right.
It's a fun night at Scoreboards,
It is.
isn't it?
It's absolutely a fun night.
It's everybody loves to laugh. You got to laugh. You know what we love to do? We love to eat. All right, let's get to doing some eating here. All right, you got an onion over there. If you want to grab a knife up there, maybe start cutting up your onion there. And I am going to put a little bit of, we have some olive oil here. And I'm going to put that right on in here. So since you took the class, I know you took some trips down to New York we were talking about earlier, but what have you been up to in comedy since you took the class?
Well, I've been trying to do as many open mics as I can, do a couple of showcases. I know I've done a couple with yourself, with Alana Susko up in New Hampshire. Comedy contests when I can get into them. I go down to New York whenever I can. I'm a native New Yorker, so you know I got family there, but you know, screw them, comedy first.
Okay.
And
get to the family, get a place to sleep, place to eat, then we go to the comedy.
That's all we need them for at this point.
What are some of the rooms you're playing down there in New York, though?
Well, I've done the Climate Lounge, which is run by the Laughing Buddha.
Oh.
So they do open mics. Right,
the
Laughing Buddha.
I can relate to
the irony is not lost on me, but you know, they do open mics every week actually, and
really?
It's really good supportive crowds. And
in New York, where else can you do 500,000 things all at 2:45? Right?
No, you're right.
Like Huey Lewis for you right
that's
there.
Exactly right. So.
All right, I got a little bit of a hamburger here, so gonna get our beef going here a little bit because with our new induction burner, thanks to the Leominster Fire Department, I don't know how long this is gonna take, but
we can make it work. We can make it happen. Make it happen.
Which is funny because the Leominster Fire Department comes to the restaurant I work at, and we can give them a great discount. And we love to see you guys.
That's right.
Hey, they're doing a good job out there. I saw them. They were out digging out fire hydrants the other day, man. And if you come up to the Comedy Kitchen, well, I would gladly give the Leominster Fire Department some of our beef burritos here. They can dig in and try them out.
Get them up here.
That's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? All right, a little bit more on our beef. I don't want to cook too much. But we got a couple of big guys eating right here, right?
That's right.
That's right. Okay.
Okay.
So how long have you been doing comedy for so far now?
So far, I've been about 2 years now.
2 years you've been at it?
2 years I've been at it. It's been fun. I think that the toughest part is balancing. You know, I have 3 teenage sons at home, and you know.
That'll keep you busy?
That's actually keeping me at the comedy club. So it's plenty of material right there, you know.
Don't want to go home to too much of that, right?
No, not at all.
They keep you busy, I know.
I'm actually counting down until they can say, Dad, I'm ready to go.
T-ball, soccer, boom, off to comedy, right?
My God, yes.
All right. So we got our minced garlic over there. If you grab a teaspoon there, if we can throw a teaspoon right in there.
All right. Teaspoon.
So who does the cooking at your house for the kids?
It's pretty split between myself and my wife. I'm a pretty good cook.
Okay.
You know,
So what's your specialty?
Well, as a Puerto Rican, we normally cook more Italian food for some reason. You know, it's,
Okay.
it's not all rice and
Big
beans.
hit for the Italians.
You know,
all right.
it's amazing. But pasta, I've actually perfected my my ground beef
one of
baked
my
ziti.
favorites, sure.
Oh yeah, it comes out pretty nice.
Little lasagna. I love. What's your wife's
yeah.
specialty? What does she cook for you that you say, thank you, honey?
Whatever takes credit cards.
That's the night out. You go
Yeah,
out to eat,
yeah,
right?
pretty
Everyone's
much,
your
yeah.
night to cook. Okay.
Whoever can charge it. Though.
Hey man, whatever gets you there, right? What are some of your favorite restaurants in the area you hit? What's your big go-to place? That's hot spot.
Let's see. I used to go to Chili's a lot.
Chili's, yeah.
To the point where I think that they didn't even need to take an order. You know, like
They
just,
knew you.
They just brought the food.
I have those
to
at
the
the,
thing.
at the
So-
restaurant. They come down and it's like I know exactly what they're going to order. You get your regulars in there, you know.
So you know, that's pretty much it. I mean, we try to vary it. I don't really have a specific spot. That's our spot.
that's the big spot. All right, we got some chili powder here. If you want to take 1 teaspoon, throw it right on in here. Will be
Okay.
fantastic.
Awesome. I can do that.
You're going right out of here like an old pro.
Damn right I am. Let's get this here. All right. Chili powder in there.
All right.
Okay.
So what's your favorite thing you've done in comedy so far? If you look back, what was in your 2 years? What was the high point?
I think just meeting different comics and seeing what their stories are. You know,
It's a lot of fun. You do meet a lot of people on
you
the scene.
meet a
yeah.
ton of people, and every story is different. You know,
Yeah.
every startup story is different. Everybody has their own versions of what they do and how they do it. I remember the last time, the time before last when we were at Scoreboards, we had that one guy at the end. He was just off the charts.
Brian
right?
Keith blew
Oh
the
my
roof
God.
off the place.
He was just
yeah.
killing me. But you know, and
Every night's different, you know.
You-
One night you blow the
that's
roof open, next night.
Oh,
yeah,
man,
so
and-
you never
and-
know.
for me, the craziest thing is bombing.
Yeah, that's
It's
that's the part that's tough. But
that's
I mean,
the part that makes you want to kill yourself, but it also
Should I
drives
really?
you.
Should I be doing
yeah,
this? I shouldn't be doing this.
Oh
should
my
I?
God!
Then other nights you drive home. Oh, I'm gonna be a big star. I had the night of my life.
Absolutely, I'm going to be the next Kevin Hart, Eddie Murphy, and then
Yeah.
the night, the following night, you're just.
I should quit. I shouldn't do this. Why am I doing this?
You know, I could go right into this divider. Nobody'd miss me.
Right. What's one of the worst heckles you've seen so far, or bombs, or?
I think the worst heckle I got was being in the audience. So I was taking pictures. I was trying to be very subtle about it, taking pictures with my phone with the comics, and one of the ladies, she noticed it, and just as I was putting the phone down, she just ripped me a new one, and all I did was snap a picture. I apologized, and it like set the whole tone for when I went up. Oh my God! It was just like the worst.
You never know what to expect, do you? It's one of those uncomfortable. But I mean, the longer you do it, you're going to learn how to handle situations like that. You get better.
Yeah.
But just starting out, you just want to say, "Well, you just be quiet. You're ruining my set, man. Like, just stop." Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Next thing we're going to do is we got some cumin over here.
Okay.
You got it? Or I got it right here.
You got it.
You want to put a teaspoon of that in there? Would be
Awesome.
fantastic.
Definitely do that.
All right.
Cumin in there.
Well, you got that. Let's put 1 teaspoon of oregano in there too. Would be.
Ooh. Okay.
Unfortunately, this ain't cooking as fastly as I'd like it to. Thank you, Leominster Fire Department. You guys are awesome over
You
there.
guys are amazing.
But so when you started out in comedy, who were the comics that inspired you? What made you want to try it? What was the big? I got to do this.
I have to go back to when I was 10. It was 1983. Eddie Murphy, Delirious.
That was
Oh my God.
hot album at that point.
When I saw it on HBO, and I remember because I wasn't allowed to see it, so we had a railroad apartment, so I had to sneak and watch it from the corner of the room at an angle, and try not to laugh.
Somebody here.
So nobody kick my you-know-what down the hall.
I hated that album.
Oh my God! But it was
I loved it.
It was
I
the
thought
best
funny.
thing ever, and ever since then I've always wanted to. But like you said, how do you
How
do
do you
it?
get started?
You know,
right,
because
but-
back then there was no internet, there was no, you know,
it was a different
no
day and age, for
Facebook, no
sure,
social
yeah.
media, so people had to go out to the clubs. And how do you do that? You had to know someone
Someone connected. Or
connected to
something,
get into
yeah.
those things. It was,
You gotta have the guts just to walk in and say, "Hey,
and
I'm,
that
I'm
too.
here to try."
Yeah, yeah.
Who knows? But
I think having the guts to do it is probably the hardest thing, just to get over that.
get over the fear. Yeah,
fear.
just the fear of talking in front of people,
Yeah.
whether you're funny or not.
Yeah.
Just getting up in front of an audience and speaking. That's one
yeah.
fear. Then you got to get them to laugh. That's another fear. Then
Yeah.
can you sustain the laughter? It's a stepping stone you get to.
Escalating terror.
Yeah. How scared can I get? But, yeah, that Eddie Murphy album. Me and my friend, we'd constantly be hanging out and just
Oh, my
shooting
God.
quotes at each other from the album.
It was just
whatever
amazing.
situation
Love that.
fitted. But
I love that one.
it certainly was one of the changing comedies. For the younger generation.
Yes.
They
Yeah.
say Richard Pryor changed comedy, then Eddie Murphy.
Right.
He got it a little dirtier. Then came Sam Kinison with the shot
Oh,
comedy,
yeah.
and then it escalated
Yeah.
from there. But all right. So I got a tomato here. You know how to
Okay.
dice a tomato? We'll throw
I
our
do.
onions in there because you got those. So
All right, let's do that.
might as well launch those right in our lovely new cooker here that don't want to get hot for us, but. I may personally stop by the Leominster Fire Department
And thank them.
them for putting this burner up here for us to use. I mean, this is just wonderful. Okay,
All right.
but
yeah, I mean the thing about the thing I've noticed about comedy is it's personal, and you have generic jokes, whether they're the street jokes that everybody tells, but most of the times you're telling a story, and you're trying to get people to
yeah, they say
to
the
buy into
real
the
life
story.
stuff is so much funnier than the stuff
Yeah.
you could make up. Any real life funny story that
Oh,
happened
yeah.
to you, because they're gonna relate and it actually happened. Right?
Yeah.
Something you can make up is good, but the real stories you get so much more laughter at.
And
I
it
got a
makes
red
more of an
pepper
impact.
over here, and I'm gonna start cutting that up while you do
It makes more of an impact. They remember that.
Oh, yeah, the real life stuff. That's the funniest stuff you can tell. But so on the local scene, I mean, who are some of your favorite comics to work with on the local scene that you met so far?
Let's see.
Give a shout out.
I'll give a shout out. Well, Alana Susko is one of my favorite
Sweetheart
people.
of
She's
comedy.
a sweetheart. She
been on the
she
Comedy
booked me on my
Kitchen.
second show right after you booked me on my first.
There you go.
And of course yourself,
Thank
big guy,
you. See,
big guy, you
plug
know.
in there, right?
Plug to the Comedy Kitchen,
There you
Dennis
go.
Wirth Comedy. Come out to Scoreboards whenever you can. Otherwise, we're
Scoreboards, we
going to
got
find you and bring you there.
We got the up and coming talent at Scoreboards.
Oh,
the
yeah.
major stars we get over at the Elks Club on North Main Street here
That's
in
right.
Leominster. We
And
just had Jackie the Joke Man over there, and we got another big name coming. She's coming. Oh wait,
that's right.
announcements are coming. But
All the announcements. But
who do you like to travel around with?
I haven't really traveled around with any comics yet.
No
Scott
road
McNeil,
trips?
I've met. I've
Scott's a great guy.
I've come
sure.
across at a bunch of different venues. He's
King
one
of
of
the one-liners.
he's one of my favorite guys ever.
Yeah, he's got some funny stuff.
And you know, so I haven't really got my comedy buddy yet. I'm working on that.
See that?
So
Something to look forward to in
some of
comedy,
the-
right?
You know, I'm taking applications.
There you go. You never know. Do a road trip to New York sometime together. Man. You never know.
That's all right.
This is great. All right, Louis.
Yeah,
We have a section of the show. It's called Funny Food Questions. You ready
I'm ready.
for a funny food question?
That's
you
right.
know this. All
I
right.
know this. Let's go.
All right, Louis.
All right.
If you went to the grocery store, keep in mind you're at the grocery store.
Okay.
You came home with some spermies. what do you think you'd be coming home with?
Oh my God. An illegitimate child. No.
From the grocery store?
From a grocery store. Hey, listen.
If you're shopping in the ghetto, you never know what can
You
happen.
never know what you're coming
Somebody
home with.
leaves their kid, you
Yeah,
go
it might
off
be
with
itchy
it.
or scratchy. Need some ointment. I have no idea.
Let's take a wild guess. Spermies.
Spermies. I don't know.
Oh, no. Well, if you went trick-or-treating, we'll check out the spermies over here. You'd actually be coming home with some candy on Halloween.
Yeah, I don't know that that's going to go over well in my neighborhood. It's just like,
If your kids came home with the spermies, what would they think? I don't know.
I might want to see the person that gave it to them.
Who's giving out the spermies?
Yeah, how's that working out for you?
I don't know.
And how are you not on the registry somewhere?
All right, well, hey, you never know what you're going to get when you go trick-or-treating. You come home with different countries, different cultures. I don't judge here in America, right? Because that's not
No, we don't judge in America at all.
All right.
What are we doing here?
Well, we're waiting for this to cook. It should be brown already like an hour ago, but the Leominster Fire Department, you guys hooked us right up. All right. All right, you got your tomatoes cooked up there. I got my peppers over here. If you want to grab a teaspoon of the cinnamon over there, throw
Sure.
a teaspoon of cinnamon in here for us. All right.
Ground cinnamon.
Now we are talking.
I've never used cinnamon in burritos, but this is interesting.
Alrighty. Now we need 1 tablespoon of the tomato paste over there. If you can, we got our little tube of tomato paste.
Okay. Best part about this.
There's a little secret ingredient, cinnamon, right there. Okay,
Right there.
in your burrito. Okay. Little did you know.
Cinnamon and tomato paste in a tube. I was
It's all looking yummy.
gonna do a horrible Italian accent, but I'll save that.
Alrighty, looking good. Now, if you want to take your tomatoes, diced tomatoes, and throw them right in there.
Sure,
I'm going to take my red peppers and I'm going to throw them right in there.
There you go.
Now we're really getting there.
Now we're cooking.
All right, Louis.
Yeah.
As you know, we have a mascot here on the Comedy Kitchen, correct?
Favorite mascot ever.
The best. He's getting more popular than the show itself.
That's
His name,
right.
Bobo Banana. It's a banana on the street. He's out at local restaurants doing food reviews. Sometimes they're good. Sometimes they're like the Leominster Department of Fire. They're bad because, hey, thank you for my new burner, man. You guys are making our job easy here, man. But you want to check where Bobo's at?
Sure, let's do it.
Where's Bobo at? All right, I am down here at Starbucks Coffee in Leominster, Massachusetts. We are here with Bobo Banana. And what are we reviewing today, Bobo? We have a coffee cake muffin and a coffee. Let's take a look at that and that. All right, and what's your review, Bobo? Bad review on the coffee and muffin. All right, bad review, and who's going to argue with Bobo?
Not me.
Yeah, you know,
arguing.
if you need an oil change and you need some coffee to do that, you put that in. That'll get you going at Starbucks. It's a little strong. It's a little.
It's a de-icer. It's what you're doing.
There's a strange taste to it, let's say. Okay, but hey,
It's an acquired taste. As in, you
That's
know.
a very good observation. All right, we got some beef stock here. We need a tablespoon of beef stock if you want to pour that right in there, if you
Tablespoon
would.
of beef stock, absolutely.
Wonderful, beautiful.
Okay, get that lid for me.
Here we go.
All right.
Wonderful.
There we go.
So, I mean, what are your goals on the comedy scene? What do you, I mean, just getting better at this point, 2 years in, but
Yeah.
down the road, 10 years in, 20 years in, what, where's Louis going to be?
I would love to record a comedy album, you know, do cross-country comedy, maybe do some TV. I've always wanted to do voiceover work.
Sure.
So,
Little
you know.
cartoon, SpongeBob.
I would love to do that. Yeah. Now, Patrick.
Yeah, there's a lot of avenues, and everybody thinks it's just stand-up you got to do.
Yeah.
You can cross over acting, radio,
Yeah.
TV. There's a lot of things you can bring comedy to.
Yeah.
And that's half the fun, is trying new things and meeting new people, like you said, right?
Yeah. Absolutely.
All right, we got our kidney beans over there. If you want to grab your can opener, open
Sure.
those up, maybe drain them out in a little strainer right there,
Absolutely.
if you would.
Absolutely.
See what we're doing. Set this right up here.
All right. I'm doing it
You know how
wrong.
to operate a can opener?
It's been a while. It's been a while. You know, we're in the 21st century, and
There's too many nights out to eat with the wife, man.
I-
You got to practice, you know.
That's what happens
You
when
can't just let them do it.
opening
Louis.
up my my credit card can opener. Though.
Look at that. We can do it. We can do
All
it.
right.
He
Love
can do it. He can
Love
do
the
it.
smell of kidney beans.
There you go.
It doesn't smell like it came from the kidney.
They got a unique smell, and that's what makes your burrito with the taste just so yummy.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, I think all right. Toss them right in there.
There we go.
Wonderful, beautiful. I'm gonna set that off here.
That
So,
smells
is there anything
amazing.
you regret doing in comedy so far yet, or has it all been peaches and roses? Or?
Well, I wouldn't say peaches and roses, but I haven't had any real regrets yet. I haven't had my kids to see me yet, but most of my material is about them.
So when they do, it's
So
going to be
you know,
interesting,
I
right?
don't know that I would have to. I would be able to sleep with one eye open after.
That's
some
the
of
real
stuff.
life stuff. That's that's the funny stuff. You know, they can
yeah.
probably relate because they've lived through it.
No, they provide provide the material. That's for sure.
So is that what you base your comedy around? Mostly?
No,
Is it
no, I mean,
family, or what
it's,
else? I mean, what are your
it's-
hot subjects you like to hit?
It's relationships mostly because I'm a.
We can all relate to that, right?
I'm a 3-time champion in the marriage game.
You know who I am?
Uh-huh.
I'm
Oh,
the
yeah.
child support superhero, baby. That's
Hey,
right.
hey.
You look him up. The child support superhero. You look him up.
This is the guy right here.
Secret identity. It's not a secret anymore because it's on TV. But,
But yeah, I try to do. At this stage, I'm just doing everything. You know, I don't want to have a one
when you start out,
style.
it's anybody will listen to you.
Right.
Anything you can do.
Anything you
take
can
what
throw up,
get,
you can try to figure out
After
different
a while,
ways.
you can get a little more picky and
Yeah,
choosy at what
yeah.
you do. But starting out, it's whatever. But that's looking back though, when you do the big things, it becomes more of a business. And looking back, just going out and doing it the
Right.
fun. Those are some of the funnest times, and you
Right.
don't realize it at the time.
Yeah.
But that's the most fun in comedy.
And
This fighting for it, the striving
Right.
for it. Once you get there, it's a business
Yeah.
now. Now you got a second job, man. You
Yeah.
know. All right.
I'm not the second job stage. I'm still at the fun stage.
I'm
so.
gonna turn my cutting board over so I have a
Alright.
clean side here.
Cool.
We got some tortilla wraps here I'm gonna open. Maybe you
What
want
do
to
we
do the
got?
same thing to your cutting board there?
Oh,
Flip
yeah,
it over
sure,
so you got a
sure.
clean side.
Absolutely.
All right, we're gonna give you a tortilla wrap.
Awesome.
We're gonna give me a tortilla wrap. Now, have you ever wrapped a burrito before?
No, I don't believe that I have.
Well, guess what?
I've done a couple of
You're
wraps.
about to. All
Let's do it.
right, a little for you.
All right.
For me. All right, you want to get a half a roll over.
Okay.
You want to fold this side up, fold the other side up, and then just keep rolling, baby.
Ah.
All right, and now I usually have done a double burner here, but thank you to the Leominster Fire Department. I now have a single burner, so instead of having two pans, I have one.
All
What
right.
I'm going to do is I'm going to empty out our beef mix right here, okay?
Save it for later.
See, we actually got the music going here. Ding, 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 ding. Bump, bump. We can do it all. I'm going to grab my paper towels because I don't have my second pan because of the Leominster Fire Department. Thank you. You tell them I'm a big fan of the Leominster Fire Department?
I'm sensing a theme here.
I give them discount food at my restaurant. This is the appreciation I get. All right, what we're going to do,
You gonna throw them back in there?
a little tiny bit of olive oil.
All
Again.
right.
Spread that around a tiny bit.
Okay.
All right, maybe set yours right next to mine there.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to warm them up just a little bit here.
Cool.
All right, so right now, if there was one comic you could have the chance to open for, who would it be?
To open for. Oh man.
Called you up, said, take your choice. Right now, we'll fly you out tonight. Open. Who you opening for?
Louis C.K.
Louis C.K.
Oh, he's great.
He is a legend on the
He
Boston
is-
comedy
he is,
scene. And,
yeah. And
well, it's funny. He actually did a show just the other night up at the Wilbur.
Yeah.
And when he got out of the Wilbur, he went to this local bar for about 20 or 30 people and did a set there. And
That's
can you imagine if you were in the
Right,
audience
you
there
went
and
to
you
the
had Louis
Wilbur.
C.K. just walked in after playing a stadium. He's over here playing this little bar. But
that just says that he's still he's not
didn't
so
lose his
big.
mind,
Yeah,
exactly,
he's
right.
not so big that he can't just pop in.
But it's good when you don't forget where you came from.
Right.
You know, I had Tom Cotter and Cara Louise. They came up and did the TV show. They didn't forget where they came from. It was
Right.
cool to see people who do that. You know.
Yep.
And I know in New York it's a common thing. You know, they got the young kids at Dangerfields, and every now and then Jerry Seinfeld will stop
just
in,
stop
and
in.
Jeff Ross will
Right.
stop in. They'll do guest sets.
Yeah.
But that's how they get their practice too, to do their major shows, and half the fun of the small things. All right. Maybe we got these a little warm. You want to dare to take a bite or no?
Sure.
Because we don't know just how cooked we got these thanks to the Leominster Fire Department.
All right, let's
you
do
ready?
this.
Not too bad.
Not too bad. I'll tell you what, that cinnamon gives it a different kind of
That's a secret ingredient right
a
there.
tip. Yeah.
All right, Louis, you know how to make the beef burrito? You going to go home and make this for your wife?
I don't know if I like her that much, but
Take her to Taco Bell, maybe? Be easier?
yeah, I think that may be a
That'd be a big night out.
yeah. You know what? I'm a big spender, so you know.
Well, I wish you luck in comedy, and
Thank you.
I hope you enjoyed making the beef burrito today.
I have. I had a great time.
That's good stuff. As always, I want to thank the studio audience. I want to thank the crew. Most of all, I thank you at home. Until next time, eat well and laugh well, folks. Good night.
Bye.